northern wall looks like it's starting to dissipate. So maybe
I'm videotaping, Doug videotaping.
Going on here,
so maybe we'll have a
that we're on the more powerful side of the storm. This is
maybe we'll have a category 1
worse than Matthew. Even though Matthew was closer, when you're on the other side there, the weaker side, it's a much different story. And this expands a lot farther off than what Matthew did, because Matthew was just offshore. And we're seeing all these feeder bands. Now this is just starting to fill in to just seeing heavy rain and squally conditions. Perpetual, just keeping on going and going and going. We do have some of this offshore here. We're watching these. This is what we've been watching, and Steve has been. We've all been watching all of these little couplets, we call them. So the possibility that you're seeing a tornado starting to form in some of these. That's the beauty of Doppler radar and Viper 5, is that you can see before the tornado
the good news is I think the storm is I think we're beating up the storm, and it's starting to get weaker.
And even offshore,
it's hit land in Naples. Right now it's a category 2.
There. Put a storm
maybe
track
by the time it hits Tampa it'll be a 1.
These are what we're talking about. See these little areas here,
that's not such
blue
a bad
and
thing,
green.
category
Those
1.
all potentially
Even category 2,
have tornadoes
bad, right?
with them, especially
They're not
this one
showing
way
what's
offshore.
happening where the eye is on the other side of Florida.
Immediate
Yeah,
concern
they just showed it.
it's the one closest to land. And here's a storm track on there and the arrival times there. The power plant once again
right
had
now
some big gusts
it sounds
earlier
like outside
for
we're getting 70
so,
mile-an-hour winds.
Just really taking a pounding,
just under hurricane force
another
winds.
After another, moving on through, and even farther down
I
to
can
the
feel
south.
the house shaking a little. Can you?
Yeah.
And look at our entire DMA.
House is shaking just a little bit.
Steady rains all around. Let's take Viper here.
I want to see if he can show the southern area. Right now he's concerned about Stewart and oh, we're doing good, John. Okay, so yeah, look at Boca Raton. See all the red right there in Boca and Delray and Boynton. So this whole area is lit up, and
in the red.
So we're getting gusts up to like 90 miles an hour. And let's see what he's saying here.
Western Lake Worth, Green Acres, we're going to see that. Look at this right here. We had at the airport, PBIA, 66 mile per hour winds here. Just as that line moved on through, we could see another big burst of wind out there too. Now a lot of trees down, power outages.
Okay, so the thing is the biggest.
Hey Terry.
The biggest thing now is just, you know, power outages, trees being down, maybe some roof damage, but truthfully, not so bad, you know.
Doug's giving the reports.
And so I guess if we have 4 to 5 more hours of this,
it won't be so terrible.
and the thing is, if the storm weakens, then the winds are going to go down. So I'm just hoping for this. You know, the storm weakens, our winds will go down, the west coast will be spared. And you can see the storm does not look impressive anymore. Look, the whole...
They can't even show you where the eye is, can they?
No, the eye is right here.
Oh, okay. They keep...
But it's
popping in
it's going through so much erosion.
Yeah, because of the land.
There's no more southeast quadrant of the eye. There's only a north quadrant.
I'm recording Doug.
So it's basically the whole eye has collapsed. Let's see what he says.
It's bad, but I expected to see actually more roof tiles, more roofs lifted off, and at least at this point, I have not seen that.
Okay,
again,
so what he's saying, it's bad, but it's not so bad, so that's good news. Naples is okay.
That means it'll be better for our friends in Fort Myers, because it won't be as bad there.
No, because look,
it's already breaking up.
Locally, we want to make mention here, Martin County's curfew is starting at 7:30 tonight, will extend to 6 a.m. also getting some word that 45 people were arrested throughout Palm Beach County because of that curfew. So make sure you take heed to that. Law enforcement will be flexing their muscle. They are enforcing those curfews that are out there right now.
A lot of people have been asking when will the Palm Beach County curfew be lifted because it was kind of calm before the storm we've experienced all day yesterday. Well, now you're seeing the reason for the curfews being in place. You're seeing the video, and if you're listening to us by radio, we're on 760 AM and 106.3. If you've lost power, we're also streaming live on.
Okay, well, I want them to talk about the eye wall, and they're not. But from what I've seen, this storm is going to weaken in the next advisory at 8 o'clock or 5 o'clock, excuse me. I predict that it's going to be a Category 2, but maybe a very low Category 2. And by the time it hits Tampa, it could just be a Category 1, which would be great news for everybody.
That's for sure.
And so even though we've been taking a pounding, there really isn't any damage here. Nothing really bad. So
tornado warning is in effect. Take shelter now. West Palm Beach Police. Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be.
We've been warning about
tornadoes since 1 o'clock. There's been tornadoes. So the good news, it is weakening more, but I'm still very cautious. Like I said, I'm in my kitchen now, where there's no walls, no windows, and just kind of until I feel. Oh, let's see what they say here.
Through Terry's report, because this is a glimpse inside this eye wall that's coming ashore. This much talked about approach of our listen.
Spoke to Marco Island, said that he felt comfortable even though he was in what
I'm saying for you in Tampa is that it's not going to be as bad, because it went from a 4 to a 3 and now a 2, and it's very possible that it'll be if it continues to erode, the dry air and the land continues to erode the storm, then you're only going to have a Category 1 storm. So this is all good news. So people in Tampa, just keep up your guard. People in Fort Myers, but
keep up your guard.
But I think that
we dodged a bullet, right?
You guys on the West Coast might have gotten lucky here, and that's good because the people on the East Coast. So whoever's been meditating, thank God.
Yes, just keep visualizing, seeing Irma dissolving and getting weaker, and just slipping back into the ocean where she belongs.
Yeah, and all I have to say is, after this storm is done, I'm retiring from doing this.
Yeah, like you'll really do that, Boo.
It's too much work. It really is. I mean, I enjoy it.
It's more like nerve-wracking.
I enjoy it, but I always want to make the right predictions so that everybody is safe. And so far, I think I've done fairly well. And so nobody be nervous. Like, everything is actually going very well. Even though you hear these high winds in Boca and Delray and Lake Worth and Boynton Beach, these are not hurricane force winds. These are winds of about 60 to 74 miles an hour and maybe gusts up to 80 or 90. But, it's intermittent. And yeah, you might have some damaged trees and some roof damage, but there's not going to be an apocalypse. Yeah.
Everybody's life is sacred, and we're doing good in that area. We haven't lost any lives in
Don't retire from this, Doug. But hopefully we won't go through this again. Exactly, Mary. Well, and I promise you guys I won't do a GoFundMe, because I'm doing this because I just love you guys and I want you to be safe. And sometimes watching the news, they do so much hype that, they hype and they get you scared, and I'm trying to keep you calm. And Noah, you guys are doing good. Nothing to be worried about.
They're in Boca too.
We're going to do some music now. Sim, you want to hold that?
Okay. I'm going to hold mine too.
Well, you can't be doing both. You're live twice?
No, okay. I'm going to say goodbye so we can have some real music here, because I can't do